Church leaders across the Treasure Valley are facing urgent questions about how worship services will proceed as COVID infection rates rise.
CBS 2's Scott Logan reports even many of the more cautious congregations have returned to in-person gatherings, and some not even requiring masks.
Here at the Cathedral of the Rockies in Boise, they've been doing online worship for about 18 months. In June, they just reopened for in-person services, and now, well, they're taking it a day at a time. At the Cathedral of the Rockies, as with many Valley churches, a sense of normalcy returned as COVID cases dropped.
We opened and said, you can come, and the CDC said no mask, and then all of a sudden a surge, and now we're saying masks are strongly encouraged. And we went from about 5% of people in worship in mask to 98% of the people in worship in mask, really working to love their neighbor.
Pastor Dwayne Anders says there's plenty of room to social distance, and he says 95% of the congregation who responded to a recent survey reported they had been vaccinated. I asked what circumstances would make the First United Methodist Church go back to online services.
We constantly listen to the CDC, to science. We listen to the city. If the city would mandate a closure, or if the CDC would tell us stop gathering totally in large groups, we would listen to that and go back online.
Amy Fife, Communications Director for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, says the church is also paying close attention to health experts and community leaders.
The church has been very, very careful, very mindful of making sure that we're very respectful of local guidelines and community leadership.
In a recent statement to priests in the Catholic Diocese of Boise, Bishop Peter Christensen said each pastor, using their best judgment, can make decisions in regards to COVID protocols in his own parish. Bishop Brian Thom of the Episcopal Diocese of Idaho says the church is also counting on local congregations to take the lead.
We've just hung our hat on the best science, and we believe those folks. My clergy are very clear about wanting everybody to be vaccinated. Given the age of the average church population, we're more susceptible to illness.
Legend has it, a wise man once said of good times and bad, this too shall pass. The question with the pandemic is, when? Of course, each church is different, but here at the Cathedral of the Rockies, they strongly encourage that masks be worn. In Boise, Scott Logan, CBS 2 News.
And you'll remember that back in July, the CDC changed its recommendations. It now says even vaccinated people should wear a mask indoors, at least in areas of high COVID transmission.